Today, we're talking about the Capital One SavorOne card and the current rebranding that is going through. The news just dropped a couple of days ago, and this is one of my favorite cards. So, what I want to do is break down this news so that you can understand what's going on. You want to find out? Well, go ahead, tap in, let's get into it. Capital One has been extremely busy over the last couple of years trying to upgrade their credit card products. A couple of years ago, they released a premium travel card in the Capital One Venture X. And on a lot of people's list, it has been the number one travel card over the last couple of years. They've also have built out travel lounges in a couple of airports and have plans to continue to expand those travel lounges so that you can experience those kinds of benefits through Capital One. And so, with all that being said, it's not a shock to me that they have begun to make changes to some of their other credit cards, mainly the one that we're talking about today, being the Capital One Savor One card. The Capital One Savor One card has been a wildly successful card for Capital One and not so much the original Savor card. And so let me break down the credit cards that they had in this product line. They had a Savor One card for students, then they had a Savor One card for people who had excellent credit, and then they had a Savor card for people who wanted a little bit more cash back on their spend with an annual fee. And so, with the news dropping a couple of days ago, Capital One has effectively gotten rid of the Savor card and has merged that Savor name with the Capital One Savor One benefits. So, let me break this down. The Capital One Savor One card that has the 3% cash back on dining, the 3% cash back on groceries, and the 3% cash back on select streaming services now has a new name from SavorOne to Savor. And the original Savor card is no longer accepting applicants because it's no longer going to be utilized going forward. So let me explain the difference between the two cards. The difference between the two cards was that the original Savor card had a 4% cash back return on dining and a 4% cash back on groceries and a 4% cash back on select streaming services, along with a $95 annual fee. And so, like I said previously, the Capital One Savor One card was the one that was more wildly popular because people saw more benefit in the no annual fee than the annual fee. Because you couldn't make that value up with the $95 annual fee with that extra percentage cash back over the course of the year. And so that's why I believe that the Savor card wasn't getting as much buzz as the Capital One Savor One because the value just wasn't simply there. And so I believe it was a smart move on Capital One's part to go ahead and effectively get rid of the Savor benefits and take that name and put it with the Savor One card. And then you have Savor for the people with excellent credit that's going to get that 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on grocery stores, and 3% cash back on select streaming services. And the other benefit that I like that is going to continue on with this save with the Savor One Now Savor card is that 8% cash back on entertainment purchases when you purchase them through the Capital One Entertainment Portal. When you use the entertainment portal, you can purchase concert tickets, you can purchase NFL tickets, you can purchase NBA tickets, and you would get 8% cash back on the tickets that you spent on in that portal. And so that is one of the reasons why I really like this card. And I think it's an underrated card because people don't, or people just haven't been fully aware why. I mean, even though I said it's a wildly popular card, I think it's underrated because I don't think it's talked about enough because of the benefits that it offers with that no annual fee. Okay. So with that news dropping a couple of days ago, it's not shocking to me that Capital One is doing this, because this is going to give them a streamlined product that's going to help them be even more successful and not be as confusing to new customers and to new credit card people who want to get credit cards. Because looking at two SavorOne cards and then the Savor and then it not being that much difference confused a lot of people. And so, and again, when they really broke it down, they like, well, that value is not really there with the Savor card. Why would I get that? Let me just get the SavorOne card. So with Capital One looking at all that data, it makes sense for them to make this decision. And I'm actually glad that they make the decision, because now they're going to do a new card design for new applicants. And when mine expires, I'll get a new card design that just simply says Savor rather than the one that I currently have that has SavorOne. And so I think this information is important. I think it's important that Capital One made this decision, because, again, it's going to help them stay competitive in the credit card space. Because I believe, if since they've streamlined this, it's only going to continue to make them more profit. Okay. So, what do you think about what we shared today? What do you think about the news that Capital One is merging the Savor name with the SavorOne benefits and now creating just that one card? What do you think about that? Are you interested in getting the Savor card now, because that's what it is? And are you interested in just credit cards in general? If so, and you want to get more information on the Savor card, formerly SavorOne, check the links in the comments and check the links in the description for the offers for the Capital One Savor card, because I believe it's going to be a benefit to you, because, like I've told y'all before, it's one of my favorite cards. And if you apply now, they're offering a $250 intro bonus when you spend a certain amount. Okay. So go ahead and check it out if you're interested, and let me know what you think down in the comment section about the changes that they're making and the news that just dropped a couple of days ago. I think it's absolutely a great move for Capital One. All right. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video today. I appreciate you guys engaging with this video all the way to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.